Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be providing a market update for Looksrare. We're going to be talking about this key level right around 16 cents being the previous low from back in the summer months. We'll talk about the 100-day simple moving average and how that's acted as resistance for Looksrare's entire history. And we're going to discuss what we can expect with this altcoin into the next few months. So if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, I will leave a link to my Twitter page in the description below. Feel free to go ahead and check that out as well. I am fairly active over there with crypto content. So I'm going to start off here on the daily chart for Looksrare and really just go over a recap of this level right around 16 cents. That was the level that we saw hold as support on this massive capitulation that we had in the summer months, coming down to this low right here in June. And then from that point, Looksrare was able to bounce off of that by about 200%. So a very positive reaction where we saw buyers step in at this zone. And then from that point, we had some consolidation, ultimately not having a retest of that level until November when we did get that breakdown. And back in November, I really discussed how this breakdown was a very significant sign that we might be starting to see a continuation of the bearish trend because we no longer had any support below us and we really had entered that price discovery mode to the downside where we didn't know where the support was, we didn't know where buyers would start to find interest. But we did see that level come up right around 11 cents. That was sort of a double bottom on this daily chart. And we've had some retests of that 16-cent zone once again. And the positive sign is that we're not really seeing this have strong resistance. Yes, we did have a brief fake out right here in December, but we don't see it act as strong resistance. We're actually coming back above this on the daily chart over the last few days and really coming back up to retest this moving average, the 100-day SMA. And we saw with the 100-day SMA, that has been our key resistance throughout this bear market. That was a level that looks rejected at back here in August, all the way up at this valuation around 43 cents. We came back down, and ever since then, we really haven't had much retest apart from this move right here in December. We've gotten close a few times right here in September. We came pretty close, just a few percent away, as well as same thing right here in November. Ultimately, though, if I zoom out here all the way, Looksrare has not been above its 100-day simple moving average for its entire history. It really just formed back here in July when it first had that 100 days of trading action, and ever since then it has been sloping down with price below it. So that's going to be a huge sign to watch out for into the next few months for Looksrare, where if it can reclaim this moving average, that would be a first for Looksrare in its entire history, and it would lead me to believe that we're starting to see the momentum change. We're going to see that shift if we can reclaim the 100-day simple moving average. Again, much further out from here, and it is still resistance until proven otherwise. But as an illustration, an example, if we do see something like this unfold in the next few months where we see a reclaim of that 100-day average and we start to see this no longer sloping down, this would be a very, very bullish sign where I would look at this and say we've lost that momentum to the downside where we're no longer seeing that downward sloping resistance. And in fact, we would have a higher high made coming back above these December highs. So this is definitely going to be something I'm going to watch out for into the next few months. And I would expect this to be the bullish and positive scenario. The bearish scenario is if we just have yet another rejection similar to how we did back here in August. And what we could expect if that were the case is coming back down to retest the support and potentially to form lower lows. And one of the things that we can do here is we can take a bar pattern of this previous rejection and just see what happened in the next following weeks. And if we were to have, say, a move back up to that level, reject off of that, you can see very clearly how that could be the bearish scenario. And we certainly don't have to come back down to these levels, but that is just an example of what's happened in the past when we've seen those rejections off the 100-day average. So I definitely wouldn't rule out a scenario of retesting these lows if we do see price action come up back to this 100-day average and react negatively where we see supply and sellers starting to step in at that zone. So those are the two main scenarios I will be watching out for and paying attention to with Looksrare into the next few months. Either we see that rejection and a rollover to form lower lows, or at the very least retest the support right around 11 cents. Or if we can break above it, that would be a very bullish sign, and I would look to see some higher highs and higher lows starting to form where we would no longer look to this dominant downtrend and the momentum to the downside. I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.